Hi everyone, good morning. Thank you for joining with us today. I'm Smritika, business analyst of Stellar Care. Please note that attendees are not able to unmute yourself. Instead, you can use chat box to post your questions and queries. Today's webinar topic is From Feedback to Action Unlocking NPS Insights in Healthcare. Now, before we begin, let me ask you something. Many hospitals collect patient feedback, but how many of them act on it effectively? That's exactly what we are going to explore today. Stellocare is a healthcare platform that helps hospitals enhance its patient experience, improve quality, and operational efficiency. Many hospitals already use an HIA system. Along with that, they also use multiple other softwares that often work separately. With Stellocare, you can integrate everything with your existing HIS and reduce manual works and errors. It also has multilingual support, multi-device access, and on-prem and cloud deployment. Stellar covers multiple areas like patient experience, quality and compliance, and performance and resources. In patient experience, we have caretaker, patient consent software, complaints, porter, NPS feedback, post-discharge follow-up, patient journey, and patient diet. In quality and compliance, we have audit management, incident and CAPA, complaints up, infection prevention control, risk management, calibration, and housekeeping. In performance and resources, we have CRM, meeting management, key performance indicator, task manager, and analytics and reporting. And today's we are focusing specifically on NPS feedback. Stellar Care is developed from Stello, an enterprise low-code no-code platform with AI governance that helps hospitals enhance its internal IT team to build new applications, create new dashboards and reports, customize pre-built Stellar Care solutions, and build workflows based on your hospital requirements. Here are some of our clients. We work with enterprise hospitals, multi-chain hospital networks, and multi-specialty hospitals. Our platform is designed to scale and adapt to the needs of different healthcare organizations. Now, we are coming to a focus today, feedback and NPS insights. I'll hand it to our product expert Hariharan, who will walk you through how it works in real time.
Okay, thank you, Sumartika. Good morning, everyone. I am Hariharan. As you have seen, Serlocare is trusted by leading healthcare institutions, delivering real operational impact. Now, let's focus on a critical area patient feedback and NPS insights. Most hospitals collect feedback, but the problem and the challenge is turning it into a measurable action. In the next few minutes, I will cover the key gaps in a traditional system and how Sterlocare address them and how feedbacks moves from collection to accountability and closure. Let's begin with the problem statement. We have listed some of the major problems in this feedback collection in major hospitals. The main problem is feedback collection from patients. Patient will not give the feedback form that much easily. Then the next challenge will be we collect the feedback. We have not set any systematical monitored to analyze this feedback forms. The negative feedback is not escalated in a real time. Then there is no clear ownership in the complaint resolution. The main problem is manual tracking leads to delay in inefficiency and obviously provides data gaps. With these problems, the leadership teams lack in real-time patient complaints and visibility about the patient feedbacks. These and all the major problems faced by the hospitals. How Sterlocare address them? We have a multi-channel feedback collections from QR code, SMS, WhatsApp, and tablet or kiosk. Real-time NPS measurement dashboard gives a operational and management team a clear picture about the hospital, how hospital gives a patient experience. Automated negative feedback alerts to IP and OP manager will enhance the patient experience. Task assignment with clear ownership, TAD-based tracking and complaint closure monitoring, live dashboard for leadership visibility. These are all the things we have in our Sterlo Care. So we are talking about NPS. What is NPS? NPS is a very strong tool, helps to measure the patient loyalty and likelihood to recommend our hospital to their friends and family. Based on a 0 to 10 scale of recommendation rating, we are categorizing the patient as promoters, passives, and detractors. We use the formula for this calculation is percentage of promoter minus percentage of detractors. This provides a clear trackable patient experience metrics. What is the value this NPS add on to our hospital? Early warning for service gaps and derives departmental accountability, improves reputation and referral growth to your hospital, enables data driven decision making to the leadership team. So let us see the flow how this feedback module works in our Sterlo care. As I mentioned earlier, we have different channels of feedback collection. So the first step is a feedback collection from the patient. Patient can use these multiple channels to get a feedback to submit the feedback easily. The system will be recorded and submit the feedback in our software. Then it will be generated as a report and the dashboard for a management team. What if the patient given a negative feedback? The negative feedback it will be assigned to a IP and OP manager in a real time. So from there they can view the complaint and from here they can assign and transfer the responsibility to the concerned department staff who will be taking care of this complaint. From there it will be assigned from IP and OP manager to the concerned person. The concerned person, he or she can view the task in their mobile application and complete the task and update the status in our Sterlo application. Here, we are giving access to the management team to track the whole process from feedback collection to complaint closure. This is the overall process flow of this feedback model. Let us see the screens what we have in our SterloCare application and how we are configured the feedback forms. Let us see. On a meantime, we have posted a poll. Kindly, I request all the participants to kindly uh, mark your thing in our poll system. I am sharing my screen. Also, if you have any queries, you can post it in our chat box. We will be answering for this query at the end of the session. Okay. So let us see the screens we have in our Sterlo application. So as I mentioned, the feedback collection is the first step. We have two feedback forms related to this Sterlo application. One is IP, another is OP. I'm opening a IP feedback form. As you can see, the first page of this feedback form is a patient information page. Here, the patient information can be updated. The details, what I have shown here, is totally customizable according to your hospital needs. The first question, what we have mentioned here is a NPS question. On a scale of 0 to 10, how likely are you recommend this hospital to your friends and family? So I am choosing 10. So I am marked as a promoter. Here I can choose a department. What is which reason for the score I have given? I am choosing the departments. So the system will be automatically assume that the ratings given by me is related to the concerned departments. Based on this NPS dashboard will be driven. So the third question, we have given a provision to the patients to update their comments, suggestions, and extra complaint if any. Okay, I am submitting this feedback form. Here we have a Google review redirection link here. At the time of submission, if the patient is given a positive rating to our hospital, the system will be automatically redirecting the patients to the Google review page of your hospital. So I'm clicking yes. So it is redirected me to the Sterlo Google review page. So according to your hospital, we will be customizing this Google review according to your hospital. So at the time of submission, this will be redirecting the patients to the Google review page. It helps to collect a Google review and feedback in a single QR code or a URL and a SMS and WhatsApp other features. In a single thing, you can get both feedback and Google review. So I'm opening a OP feedback form, updating the patient information. Here also, you can customize the patient's information according to your hospital needs. Same as IP, the first question will be a Net Promoter Score rating question. I'm giving a complaint for this. The second question is a department specific questions. So for each and every department, we can configure n number of questions here. You can see the star rating, smiley rating, and the thumbs up rating. According to your hospital, we can configure the rating scale as you are required. If the patient is giving any negative rating, we can get a reason from the patient. Here. The third is a nursing department specific questions. For nursing department, we have configured three set of questions. If here the patient is giving any negative rating, we have given a drop downs for the patient, which the hospital are facing a major complaints we have listed here. So the patient can select from this drop downs instead of typing a complaint. For doctor department also, we have given certain reasons. What is the major complaints we getting in our hospital? Also, I can skip the non-mandatory questions here. You can see this question 4.3 is not mentioned as mandatory question. So I can skip this and I'm submitting the feedback form. The feedback is submitted. So let me see what happens. So I have given a negative ratings for few questions. We can see the flow on screens of this negative feedback flow. So at the time of submission, this negative feedbacks will be automatically assigned to the OP manager on real time. Assume that I am a OP manager. I'm opening my login ID. Here I can see the negative feedback listed for this OP department. Here I can see the patient's information. The patient has given a feedback on this date and time. The question the patient answered, given a negative feedback and the ratings given by the patient and the remarks what the patient has selected. Then the department, the patient gone for a consultation and the feedback type, everything I can see here. From here, I can assign this to the concerned department. I am taking this nursing department specific question and I'm assigning to the nursing department. I can select the question, what needs to be addressed, and I can assign this to the concerned person. This department will be auto posted and I am choosing the action by. So, which staff will be taking care of this nursing complaints? I am assigning this to the concerned person. I am assigning this to the Anjali. If any attachment is there, means I have a provision of add attachment field here. So I can upload a photo or a PDF or file, anything in this place. And I'm submitting this. Okay. I have assigned the complaint from my ID to the nursing department. So you can see it is erased from my pending action screen. So I am logging into the nursing department staff ID so you can get to know how it will be assigned to them. I'm logging into the Anjali's ID. One second. status. I am a nursing staff, so I am opening my login ID so I can see the task assigned to me in this task summary page. I will be receiving the complaints assigned to me. Here you can see the task assigned by the OP manager will be shown in my ID with the date and timestamp. So as a nursing staff, I will be clicking on this action to view the complaint. Okay, so I am viewing the complaint and can see the patient given rating and the what is the reason for this complaint I can see, and I am changing the status to in progress because I am seeing the complaint. Now I am going to take a necessary action to resolve this complaint and submitting this. So the task status will be changed from open to in progress. So now I will be communicating with the patient and solving the patient's problem. And after completing the patient's complaint, same I am clicking this action option and updating the status here. I will be updating the what I have done for this relevant complaint. I will be updating this remarks option. Then I am changing the status from in progress to closed. We have another option to be reviewed. If I want to send this to the quality department to review and close means we have a provision for that. As of now, I am changing the status to closed. So the complaint will be removed from my login ID because I have addressed the complaint and closed the complaint. If any new complaint will arise means it will be landed to the stock summary page of the concerned departments. So again, I am logging into the OP department manager's ID. So I have assigned the task to the nursing department. Now I want to view the status of the task I have assigned. Now let's see that how we can view the status of the task assigned. In the same feedback action call, we have an option of action status. In that we can view the task assigned. Here you can see the task assigned by me is this, the date and time and the person who is taking care of this complaint and what is the status. It is closed because the concerned department staff has been addressed the complaint and closed the complaint. So let us see the reports and the dashboard for this relevant to this feedback form. Now I am opening IP feedback report. All the feedback form submitted is will be landed in the report page. If it is a negative, along that feedback question will be assigned to the IP or OP manager in their feedback action called dashboard. You can see the feedback submitted by me. I can see the patient information page and the questions answered by the patient and every details I can see here. Same as IP, we have separate report for OP as well. Let us see the dashboard. We have a NPS inside dashboard here. Based on the rating given by the patient, we will be having a NPS score here. We have a IP NPS based on the first question rating. We will be calculating the score. Same as IP for OP also. This overall NPS will be having this IP and OP consolidated score here. Down below, we have a department specific NPS scoring. For IP and OP also, we have this. Here, you can see the last 6 month trend in this graph. So this is the overall flow of this NPS and feedback module. Now, let us answer the questions. If you have any doubts and queries, means you can also post on the chat box so that I can answer for the questions.
Thank you, Hari. I have already seen a lot of questions coming from the chatbot, so I will pick a few common questions. To start with, could you please tell us where Stello application is deployed and how easily it can be integrated with the existing HMS system.
Okay, that was great. As Sumritika mentioned earlier at the presentation, the Sterlo is deployed in a cloud. So as of now, it is deployed in our cloud. If you want, means we can deploy in your on-premises or else in your private cloud also. This HAMS integration part. So as of now, the feedback will be working in a standalone mechanism. If you integrate means we will be getting a data from a existing HAMS, data like patient information, then the count of IP discharges and the count of OP walk-ins, everything we will be giving in as a dashboard, which when we are integrated with your existing HAMS through APK.
Okay, so one of our attendee, Sandhya, has raised a question whether time will be captured when the nurse took the complaint.
Sorry, can you come again, Sumritika?
Whether whether time will be captured when the nurse took the complaint.
Yes, definitely. I have shown in the if the complaint is submitted by the patient, it will be assigned to the OP manager. We will be capturing the timestamp at the time of submitting the feedback. Then, when the OP manager is assigned to the nursing department, so that time also we are capturing. When the status is changed from open to in progress, at the time we will be capturing the time and date stamp here. So at the if any process is made in our Sterno application, the date and time will be captured in our software.
Okay, the next question is related to data security. How does law ensure data security, and is there any way to identify if the feedback has been manipulated or incorrectly filled?
Yes, as we are working with the patient information, so it is a sensitive part. So NA, we have NABT certified Sterlo applications, and all the data we getting from our clients is encrypted end to end. As you required means all the data will be deployed in your on-premises server itself, so it will be secured in your hospital itself. So we have a multi-channel safety mechanisms in our Sterlo applications. We have VABT certified applications here.
Okay. From a usability perspective, are there any limits on feedback submissions or users? And can hospitals customize the feedback form with their own questions?
Yes, as in Sterlo, we have no restrictions for the users and the feedback collection limit. It is unlimited. So, because the users will be a patient, they can give a n number of feedback forms in our Sterlo applications. And the ID based access can be given to every stop in a hospital to view the reports and NPS dashboards. It is no restricted in our Sterlo application. It is unlimited. So, this feedback configuration part, we have a separate screen for this feedback configuration. At the initial stage, we will be collecting the data from the hospital, like feedback forms, questionnaires, and the stakeholders' details. Everything will be customized according to the hospital data which we are getting from the hospital. So it is fully customizable. So we have a screen here. So we can train hospital staffs also in future to configure their own feedback forms here. You can have feedback type, group, and linked question, and the questions. Everything can be configured in this feedback configuration page.
Okay. Next question is, how can hospitals get in touch with Stellar Care team for support or onboarding? And how do staff need to download any application to use the system?
Yes, communicating this Sterlo is a great question. So we have an office at Chennai, Coimbatore, and also we have spreaded in Middle East countries. And at the end of the session, we are giving a feedback form so you can fill it out so that our Sterlo Care team will be communicating with you, or else you can also approach us in our Sterlo website. So another question you asked is if staff needs to download any application to use this Sterlo application. Yes, probably the feedback form will be submitted from the patient. So the patient will not need not to be download any applications. They can either scan the QR code and give a feedback by clicking a URL. We have sent it in SMS or WhatsApp. They can just click and give a feedback form. For stops, we have application to view the reports and dashboard part.
Okay. And the next question is like again raised by Sandhya is that
Okay.
positive feedback will be sent Google automatically. Is there any scale
Yes.
is fixed for the rating?
Yes, we consider 9 and 10 rating as a positive rating. If the patient is giving a 9 and 10 rating for the NPS question we have handled here, so that the Google review redirection page will be automatically pop up to the patients. So by clicking yes, this will be landed to the Google review page. So only the positive review given patients only will be redirecting to the Google, not the negative review ones.
And the next question is could you also explain us how support and SLAs are managed and whether the solution can be implemented across multiple hospital branches?
Yes, this support mechanism, we are working in a TAD-based support mechanism. As per the hospital's requirement and the complaints, we will be prioritizing the complaints and requirements, and we will be working on a TAT. We have a separate TAT document for this. We will be sharing with our clients at the time of our POC or live, so that the clients also will get to know a detail about this mechanism. So also the question you asked is what is that? We have multiple
Whether this
branches in our
solution,
hospital.
yeah,
Yes, yes, yes.
whether
So
this
you have
solution
mm,
can be implemented across multiple hospital branches.
yes. So as we are already working with the multi-branch hospital, we have a provision for that. In the user settings, you can see here the company name denotes that this is the main hospital. So in the projects, we can add multiple branches in our hospital. We can see Sterlo Hospital main branch, Chennai, is now added to my ID. If I need means, I can add additional branches in this project down below. So that we have a provision of adding a multiple branches in our Sterlo application. For individual hospital, we will be giving access only to view their hospital's reports and dashboard. For a group level management and operations team, we will be giving access to view all the hospital data at a consolidated login.
And the last question is about pricing. How much do we charge for this module?
So we have a pricing mechanism based on the hospital's bed capacity and the customization and the requirements of the hospital. So it is based on the hospital requirements and customization. So if you need to know about more about this pricing, you can reach it out so that we can brief you according to your hospital needs about this pricing thing, Amritika.
Okay. Thank you, Hari. Thank you for addressing them. Thank you, everyone, for your time today. We hope the session helped you a lot. If you're interested, you can scan the QR code or use the link in the chat box to share the feedback and request trial initiation. Webinar participants who initiate a trial request will get a free customization for their first go live. I repeat, please scan the QR code displayed in the screen to share your feedback and request a trial initiation. Also, a link is placed in the chat box to share your feedback and trial initiation. Webinar participants who initiate a trial will get a free customizations for their first go live. Kindly scan the QR code or use the link in the chat box to share your feedback and request trial initiation.
Once again, thank you everyone. I hope this module is clear to you. If you need your hospital management team to see this demo at the next level, so you have any requirements or any flow changes, you can uh, scan this QR code and you can reach it out us. We will be get back to you and we can see further discussions of this feedback module. Also, we have multiple modules in our Sterlo application, so we can also discuss about that in a further discussion with your operations or management team if you require.
Thank you, Hari. Thank you once again. Have a great day and meet you in another webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.